Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're diving into a marketing tool that's honestly surprisingly powerful because it taps into our oldest and most influential sense. So forget everything you think you know about those little car fresheners, because we're about to see how they can totally transform a brand's message. All right, let's kick things off with a problem that, every single event organizer or marketer knows way too well. You pour time, you pour money into these beautiful flyers and brochures to get the word out about your big events. But where do they really go? Well, the hard truth is their impact is fleeting, to say the least. Most of the time, they're glanced at for a few seconds, maybe, and then they're in the nearest trash can. And that's your marketing budget right there, getting tossed out with the morning coffee cup. But what if there was a promotional item that people didn't just keep, but that they actually used every single day? Something that keeps your brand right there, front and center, for weeks at a time. Okay, let's get into it. So let's just put this humble scented freshener up against a traditional flyer. It's not even a fair fight, really. A flyer gives you a moment of information, if you're lucky. A freshener, though, that gives you weeks of actual utility and a sensory experience. The difference in value and brand recall is just enormous. So the key here is to stop thinking of this as just a giveaway. No. Think of it more like a scented business card, or maybe even a mini billboard. It's a practical gadget that doesn't just get seen, it gets experienced. It creates this daily touch point with your audience. And this is where it gets really interesting. This one simple item can actually support your marketing across the entire life cycle of an event. It's not a one-and-done gimmick, it's a whole journey. Let's break down how this actually works. Before the event, you can use it as this really unique and intriguing invitation. During the event, it's a fantastic giveaway that people actually want to take home. And after, it becomes a lasting sensory souvenir, reminding them of the great time they had. And this quote just hits the nail on the head. The freshener becomes a physical memory carrier. That pleasant smell in their car gets subconsciously linked back to the positive experience they had with your brand. That builds recall and loyalty in a way a piece of paper never, ever could. So why does this work so unbelievably well? The secret ingredient is that we're tapping into our most powerful, most primitive sense, our sense of smell. This part is just fascinating. See, our sense of smell has like a direct hotline to the limbic system. That's the part of our brain that handles memory and emotion. It's why a certain smell can just instantly transport you back in time. And that connection, it's deep, it's powerful, and it all happens on the subconscious level. This right here is the very essence of sensory marketing. By linking a pleasant scent to your brand, you're not just selling something. You're creating a positive emotional connection that goes so much deeper than just a visual logo. And we're not just talking about any old scent. The professional ones are actually structured like a pyramid. First, you get the fresh top notes that grab your attention. Then the heart notes come through, which define the scent's character. And finally, you have these deep bass notes that linger, giving you that long-lasting impression. It's a whole experience. Okay, this is where you can get really creative and strategic. You can tailor the scent to your specific brand or event. You're promoting a Rose Day festival? Imagine a custom rose fragrance. A local strawberry festival? You guessed it, a fresh strawberry scent. Or for a school's open house, a fun, playful bubblegum scent can create this amazing, memorable link for the families who visit. All right, so beyond that powerful sensory punch, this little gadget offers just incredible reach. And it has a modern, interactive side to it that really punches above its weight. A single one of these offers over 30 days of nonstop brand exposure. I mean, just think about that for a second. 30 days where your logo and your message are seen every single time someone gets into their car. Compare that to the 30 seconds you might get from a flyer. And the reach goes way beyond just the person you give it to. It's seen by their family, their friends, any passengers they drive around. Heck, it's even seen by people just walking past the parked car. It literally becomes a mobile ad that's out there circulating all on its own, multiplying your brand's visibility at no extra cost. Now here's where it gets really smart. this physical object can be a direct bridge to your online world. All you have to do is add a simple QR code, and you've just turned a passive giveaway into an active, engaging tool. A quick scan of that code can send people wherever you want them to go. Your event schedule, a feedback survey, a landing page with a special offer, your social media channels. Bam! It makes the whole thing interactive and even measurable. So what's the big takeaway here? This isn't just about picking a nicer giveaway. It's about making a smarter, more impactful, and way more efficient marketing choice. And yeah, the initial cost for one of these is higher than a cheap paper flyer. I get it. But when you start to factor in the longevity, that multi-person reach, and the deep sensory impact, the return on your investment is just so much greater. It's about being cost-effective, not just cheap. So let's just put it all together. What do you get with this one simple, affordable item? Well, you get long-term exposure, you get a powerful sensory connection, you get a mobile billboard that expands your reach, and you get an interactive tool that connects your physical and your digital marketing. That's a lot of wins. And you know, the best part? This strategy is incredibly accessible. With minimum orders being so low, it's not just for giant corporations, small businesses, local events. Anyone can create these super personalized and effective campaigns without breaking the bank. The possibilities are pretty much endless. So in the end, what this explainer really shows us is that a scented freshener is so much more than a simple giveaway. It's an opportunity. It's a chance to create a memorable, multi-sensory brand experience that people will actually appreciate and that lasts. So the real question is, what will your brand's signature scent be?